Al being such and playing at the world level has really kind of changed his playstyle overall. You know, he used to be a character specialist. He used to be Elisa only, right? But he's definitely
not anymore.
embraced. Not anymore. This is a different young man. This is again. He's playing for the bag. He's playing for that dub. He's playing for the win, and that could really change up things. But you know, I thought that was going to be double in Group A, and double just went back to law. So that was quite the surprise to see that as well. So I don't know. Depending on what we get, I'm very excited to see how this plays out.
Well, I mean, maybe part of that experience plays into that dub, right? I mean, for him playing Fakaram, him playing Lydia for...
You guys can follow us, of course, on twitch.tv/Tekken. But we also have the BNE Esports and the Tekken accounts on Twitter, where you can get the latest updates for these events, these broadcasts, and of course see some of the clips and highlights from all the different events around the world. You can check out all of that
guys, how you?
BNE Esports on YouTube, but of course on the Facebook page where we talk about all things Tekken as well. So make sure you guys check us out at the different accounts that you see on the screen. And we are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we are going to come back with action from Group B and of course the rest of the tournament. We'll be right back.
So, Merry Christmas, everyone. I just wake up because I have a party yesterday night. It's not that I haven't back home very late, but it's kind of I have drinks a bit, so that's why I sleep for a long time. How's your Christmas? Any parties? Any luck, girls? Hello, 聖誕快樂啊，李永。Any parties with girls? You know, Merry Christmas. Many girls. Okay. Oh, when I was young, Christmas is such a big deal. You know, I had a party yesterday. Hi, Paul. Hi, Merry Christmas. Just a little bit hangover yesterday because I drank. I've drunk. I drunk. Okay, just want to stream some Tekken, but not playing, but some matchups here. They just finished Group A, and Jen lost to Chickling. So Jen dropped it to loser bracket. Yeah, but you know, Jen is a good player, of course, but Chickling is much better, right? So this is how it works. There's no one can dominate this game. Everyone have their enemies. Even not Neo can always dominate everything, right? But this game is so deep inside. There's so much fun to watch. One tiny little mistake, it will cost you everything, right? Oh gosh, my voice sound creepy. Oh man, I love. Why did they take the break so long? We just they will be back in 20 seconds. They will counter for that. So I think the next round will be the Group B matches, right?
Hakayo in the mix, and Hakayo, they're going to be battling for these 2 spots to see who makes it to our 4-man bracket at the end.
Yeah, we just finished Group A, and for Group A, we had double come out on the winner side, and then we have Rangchu on the loser side. So you guys can see on the screen right now how Pool A went in terms of win-loss ratio in the group stage as they played round robin. You know, that was a best out of 2. So the top 2 players, double and Rangchu, qualify winners and losers into the tournament bracket that's going to be happening later on today after we finish up Group B. Group B is going to be saucy. I can't wait to see how that's going to play out, of course. But you guys are watching the Japan regional finals. And,
you see, Renji is a Korean, but because he married a Japanese wife, I think he's Japanese right now. At least he's living there.
But you know, my head is always on right because I got these Astro headsets, so I got to give a lot of love to Astro, of course, the official headset and the mix app of the Tekken Online Challenge 2021. They've been supporting Tekken and the fighting game community for many years now, so I got to give them a lot of love. Lots of love to the Astro family.
Man, and the thing with these headsets is anything you listen to sounds good in them. You know, you could be listening to the Matrix Resurrection, even that sounds good. All of a sudden, you know, through an Astro headset. I don't know how they do it. It's magic.
Did anyone watch Matrix yet?
Thanks everybody again for tuning in.
I haven't watched it, but
Astro for always coming through and supporting the scene.
But people said that that movie is creep.
We were watching the regional selection show earlier, and we saw, you know, the different opponents go into the mix. You know, we only got to see and kind of hear the thought process coming from Nobi. You know, Nobi was talking about, you know, how he doesn't like certain people's style of play, but obviously he's stuck with some of those guys in his group stage. And I got to ask, you know, we were talking about this earlier. Nobi and Chikarin, those guys, you know, have always been probably the most consistent throughout the Tekken World Tour over the past few years, always kind of qualifying and making their way into the finals representing Japan. But both Hakayo and Ao, while they're known within Japan, they are not as known on the global level. But that being said, they are 2 competitors that you can never count out because, you know, they're pros for a reason. You know, in Japan, I think it's very different. I don't know if a lot of people know around the world that there is a pro license system here in Japan where people have to earn their spot to be a pro gamer and kind of be licensed and to be able to be paid by tournaments within the Japan region. That is truly, I guess, oh, we can see the player enters right now. There's Nobi. How's Nobi going to walk down? That's what I want to know.
He put like those wrestling match.
He's here to play. He is here to play. Is he doing,
man? What the hell was that?
I like it. Yo, he was trying to do some All Japan Pro Wrestling old school intro stuff. He was definitely feeling it. He definitely dated himself here.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, out of this crop, I mean, he became one of the older players. You know, he's become kind of the bigger brother out of this group. And this is the other guy probably who shares that responsibility is Chikarin. You know.
Yep.
Nobi definitely is an old player.
Many times is to kind of pave the way for the future for future players. He's kind of one of those players that's taken under the wing. Oh, he just did the very cordial bow. I like it. The reigning world champion. You got to put that respect on his name too. He is the reigning world champion for Tekken World Tour as well.
Yeah, that was a crazy year, crazy tournament, man. At the end of that, yeah. Chikarin, of course. Vine, you have to imagine he's looking at Nobi maybe and thinking this is the one that he has to get over. You know, Hakayo and Ao, those are going to turn in the battles, but this is probably the one that he's most nervous about, just going off of win percentages and stuff.
こいつ入場シーンの時に乱れ桜で入って押すっていうつもりなのに何あれしょっぺやろいや引きつった顔見た裏切りもんやぞこれはいよろしくお願いします全然頑張ります
頑張ります
年末まあ最後の大きな公式大会でもちろん僕たち全員ガチですけども
Sometimes you think Nobi looks very cool, but deep inside he's a funny guy. I met him before, like in the TOC 2019. He loves smoking. He smoked all the time, like during the break times or anything.
ちゃんと自分らしい試合ができるように頑張りたいと思います。ありがとうございます。
He's like, I'm happy to have been able to make it here. I did a lot of practice and a lot of training to be able to make it to
And
this
still,
day. I hope to be able to just,
he
play my
smoked a
style,
lot
play my
during
game.
his stream. You can see it in his face cam.
Players'
He
legends
always
going into the matchup,
smoking those
even translate the shit
electronic
talking
tobacco.
No, I
right?
didn't, that went over my head. I couldn't hear it at the beginning at first. I think
it was some very specific stuff. Here's Nobi, who's been, of course, playing the game seriously since Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, which is, by my count, 67 years ago.
67. He's collecting Social Security on his Tekken career now. Damn.
Hey man,
Yeah,
if anyone's
Nobi's been
gonna
in
do
it
it, it's
for-
this guy.
Excuse me.
Well, the only other guy I think in this group that can claim that is coming up next.
Yeah, and I wonder when he started, because he's probably started like in the Tekken 3 or Tekken 4 days.
Me
Yeah.
too.
That's a good.
That's
thing.
my guess.
He loved
My
meat.
thought.
Yeah. I'm thinking since 2 or 3, right?
What's his favorite character? I can't read the Japanese name
He's
there.
dipping into that Social Security. I can't wait. When's my
4.
kick in?
Close.
Tekken 4. Ooh, I mean, I
Smith.
actually like Tekken 4. He's the only
Oh,
one that
Steve
was starting from the Tekken 4 days, so it's only been going
Lee
up since
Lee all Smith.
the player that he
Yeah, almost.
respects the most is Knee.
18 years he played it. Yeah, 4 years more
That's
than
crazy.
me.
You don't sit down and think about
But
it.
even I play 18 years, I
decades
can't
of,
I
competitive
can't
play
reach
like
his
that.
level. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the beauty of a lot of these players stemming from the arcade scene, you know. For me, an American player and someone that's followed the competitive Tekken scene since back in the early days, I've always looked towards, you know, Japan and Korea, watching things like SBO, watching things like these special tournaments that they would have where they would feature, you know, international players. And we would always look up to the players that came out from both Korea and Japan. And eventually, a lot of these players started traveling over to the U.S. to events like EVO, to events like Electric Cancel Tournament in Texas, a lot of the old major Tekken events that were in the U.S. And these players started making global kind of international
18
names.
years. That's been a long
for us
time,
to
right?
See a lot of these players still playing to this day. It's a, you know, it's just a good feeling for the old school because there's someone that you can cheer for that has that legacy take, that legacy vibe. And you know, Tekken is rich with that kind of stuff. They have so many players have, you know, transcended over the different years and different eras of Tekken. Because you got to remember, there are huge.
Even
generational
Chickling
gaps
played a
between these
long
players
time.
that have
Right.
played and kind of studied the game and kind of grown up with the game. And we're seeing a lot of these players that have, you know,
Can I-
played many different generations. You know, this particular group, you know, with Ao, Chikurin, and with Nobi, these guys have been top of their game for many other iterations, not just for Tekken 7. So it's really nice to see that they're still able to play and kind of bang with the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's always so fun to watch about it, right? When you can see 2.5 generations of competitive play, kind of just
You
run
know,
into each
you
other
have
in
to
brackets,
play
you know?
this game
And
for
that's one reason
very,
why I
very
like
long
Tekken
time
Tours so special, is you
to
get
become
watch that,
good.
Not just for
There's too much thing to learn in
regional-
it.
regionals, right? You get to watch that.
But this is the beauty of
take place. That's what's so fun to
Tekken.
watch about it, I think.
You can't doubt it, right?
Nobi going up against Chikurin here. This is a dicey one. It's really hard to bet on. Season 4, they're split, man. Perfect. 18 and 18. In terms of tournament play matches, yeah, this one's right down the middle.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, and you know, Nobi is one of those players, like, at the start of Tekken 7, he only used Dragunov. Right? He was one of those players that he was a character specialist. He's been using Dragunov for the past few iterations of the games, but towards the very end, and even now, he's been switching it up. He's been using a number of characters. Most recently, we've seen a lot of Steve Fox and even Fengwei from him. And then Chikurin has always been that player where he would use, started off with Jin, right? Devil Jin, and then he started switching off to the dark side. Not even
I'm
just
still
the
working on my
talking
social
about, oh my
media
God,
stuff.
he-
You know, it's
this
lots of
is not the matchup you would think about when you think of these two players, but we have Fengwei,
copy and
and
paste.
Lydia, Chikrin using Lydia, of course, but we have Nobi using Fengwei. This should be fun.
Yeah, it's the one we come to think about. You know, Nobi, he's been representing this character pretty consistently, I'd say, especially over the past 5 to 6 months.
So he picked
Not a
Fang.
super strange pick.
Yeah, Nobi have
Especially if you think of
had
Fengwei,
used
one of those
Fang
characters that has a lot of,
for a long time.
quality of life buffs, you know, in terms
And,
of damage, in terms of overall risk.
Like
versus
from the
reward,
buff.
compared to
Wow,
how he
nice
was.
punish.
So he's definitely one of those characters that can have
Whoa.
a better tool set overall than a lot of the matchups he goes into.
Plus frame, ignore it, just down for
I
that.
mean, you have to
So
imagine
smart.
his teammate being you know, he
Nice
probably has one of the better
punish.
grips on the character and how not just to fight against him, but just being able to fight it from that perspective. You know, he has that insight, I think.
I was gonna say, just like Tokido has Mago, Nobi has you, and I think that
You,
goes a long
yeah.
way, especially when it comes to this character.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just do it, man. Minus 13.
Too, I think
No big deal, right?
all
Hop kick
moves
out
are
there.
something that he likes in some of his characters. Like,
Nice
you don't
backswing
see
there.
you know what I mean? Through Kempo
Oh, yeah.
steps and just the way this character moves,
Oh.
especially in mid range. He grinds. He
Hmm.
does really well with characters like
Nice
that.
conversion. This is bringing to the wall and then boom, big damage.
Nobi's always been that kind of player too, where he loves to
Yes,
clutch moment, use
just
that
do
back
it.
swing low, but with a character like Feng Wei, he has more opportunities to do it safely.
And you see that this is how Chickling Jane is so great. They can hit confirm 4-1+2 like this.
We were just trying to, talk about
Yeah.
talk about the character lore, talk about the player lore.
Down for 2-2 is a slow move. So
Does Nobi commit?
is it too loud or too low
does
like
he go
the original sound?
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
tell me because I change it. I want to
Here's
change it
Dragdubs.
some time to time
Spoilers.
when I'm
For anybody
talking.
that's watching, if you guys are watching and tuning in, watching on Twitch, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. You could be watching on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, restream from Aris. Shout outs to you guys. But thanks guys for tuning in and watching and checking out all.
Actually, I'm doing illegal stuff. I can't restream like this. They have some kind of
Shikuru, man,
sauce like official sauce.